It's an interesting ship, but there are a lot of people that don't like it, so if you're like, I don't know if the other people feel like me. Yes, other people feel like you. It's matchmaking dependent? I don't know about that. You learned to like it? So the first time I did the British line, it just felt really, really anemic. Like, it felt like a joke. And then, as I learned more about the game, I learned more about armor values, penetration values, and interactions. So I reset the British line with the Research Bureau, and I played it again, and I really liked it a lot. Yeah, it's ship dependent. If you don't go up against ships that you can pen, you're anemic, because you don't do a lot of damage. You don't breach very well. So it can be frustrating because you don't have control over the ships you're going to be fighting against. So sometimes you just walk into a situation where you're like, well, fuck. Not much I can do here. And that's just kind of what it is. So other than that, though, I have found that I really did enjoy it. Single battleship. I feel like you have an overall presence in the game when you're in a Shikaku compared to Implacable. Well, Shikaku has threat, but Shikaku's planes are extremely fragile. So you'll go out and you'll burn your planes up trying to rip into some shit. And you will rip into some shit. And you'll lose your planes ripping into some shit. So you have this ability to, you know, hold a gun to somebody's head while you've got ammo in the clip. Once you run out of ammo, you're just holding a fake gun hoping people don't call you on it, which can be a problem.
Fighter airborne.
I latch, I think, but I don't know on what. Oh, whatever. Summers needs to use the Minotaur. He's on the wrong side of the rocks. Silent in the morning. Silent in the morning. Oh, okay. Interesting.
Fighter airborne.
So I think what I have to do is actually harass the bombs to try to get him to not know where the DD is, because he obviously... Fuck this bullshit! God, I hate that. You're just completely at the whim of wherever the fuck the planes want to spawn. Like, if they spawned over here, this dude would be losing planes, but... Well, at least it's able to drive them off. But it's okay. Silent in the morning. One hit? Not one. And a flood for what it's worth. Two muddies. I get interesting shots out wide, but I don't know about that. Actually, no. One of them dinked. It's kind of hilarious, really. There we go. That's gonna give him some cover. Marceau's gonna be an issue.
Fighter airborne.
Still missing vision on something. Salem? Salem must be over here. Forces him to turn into the Minotaur, he loses planes. I think he probably wants to drop a fighter, but that just latched right there, so... It'll at least force him to shit or get off the pot, as it were. Salem committed to Charlie. Could go for the Midway. Probably go for the Petro, though. Petra's the one with the most utility.
All stations requesting fire on the designated target.
I think I dropped too early. I did. Sad times. and siege down the midway from here. Not doing very well.
On the crows.
Just give me a few more seconds. There we go. That's rough. Maybe we can help
Fighter
against that.
airborne.
Don't you fuckers do it. Don't you do it. Don't you do it. Don't you fucking do it. Well, that's obnoxious.
Fighter destroyed.
Sadness. I guess we have to go for the Salem. Should be good. Well, nope, turn it now. Did get 3 though. 3 is good. Defensive fire up, we're outside of the range. This is going to go poorly.
Autopilot mode enabled.
I don't know if they've got this yet. If this turns in their favor, it gets a lot less fucking scary, but right now it's looking pretty scary. Minotaur's a problem, Hayate's a problem. Summers can't fight and is getting his ass kicked. Which is obnoxious. He's dead. Silent in the morning.
We've destroyed an enemy cruiser.
Nevsky needs to radar the cap.
Teammate, I need your support. I need intelligence data.
Well done, Commander.
Oh well. I'd like to help, but I can't.
All forces, capture that area. All stations, proceed to capture that area. All stations, proceed to capture that area.
Latches. Just did. Okay.
All forces,
Destination
capture
reached.
that area.
Autopilot mode disabled.
The enemy is about to win.
Fuck. Silent in the morning. Da 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 do do.
Fighter airborne.
This is one of the things that's really hard about using torp boats in ranked. Because if it comes down to, do you have to run away? Well, then you have to run away. You don't really get to choose, which sucks. So, it's just a real problem when you can't move, you can't commit. So we can start to back up now, because this shit's fucking gone.
Stations, requesting fire, requesting assistance.
No fighters.
The enemy is about to win.
Marceau's probably over here somewhere. Wish I had a fighter,
The enemy team has taken the lead.
but I don't. Doesn't work. God damn it, I can't do anything.
Fighter airborne.
Do not dismiss you. Da 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 and then get to my knees. At least we get to shoot down
Torpedoes to
planes.
port.
There's no way in hell I get to rank 1 Razrusha, so I'm not really concerned about it. I'm just gonna play to get where I can get. Because I need something like 21 wins, 21 stars. I mean, how many games is that? 30? Probably on average? It's a lot. So, not really something I'm overly concerned about.
Fighter airborne. Problem solved, sir.
Might hurt. Nemsky's still with us for now. Kinda cool. Whatever. Push in, draw pressure. If he gets a fire at my PKL, it's done. That's pretty disappointing. So yeah, we need 10, 18, 22 stars. That's a lot of stars. Ranked ends in pretty soon. 14 hours? 13 hours. The fuck? Well, I don't think I'm going to be playing for 14 hours straight. I mean, I could be wrong here, but I don't think I'm going to be playing for 14 hours straight. Is Snake on me? Your US CV captain has only 13 points. Should I keep grinding him on the Ranger or move up to the Lexington? The first 9 points are all you need on a CV. Everything after that is window dressing. Or, you know, it's just kind of playing around. So, more, faster, healthier, healthier. Once you do that, do whatever the fuck you want. So, it's all good. Last match was rough. I mean, the contested cap needed a lot of help because the Summers can't fight a Hayate. And we didn't have detection, so they couldn't deal with a Minotaur. Although I don't know if the Minnow was in smoke or not. So it just came into a weird clash where the Summers could like throw torps at something, but couldn't really do anything else. Okay, but then we look on the other flank and we lost our DD because they had an 07 DD, SFNL. So he's immediately going to take possession of the flank, move forward. They're going to move up with him. Fuck. So I'm needed in 2 places. I'm needed at the contested to try to unbalance that, and I'm needed at the safe to safe push because the DD just took the commanding lead. So, you know, it's a lot to deal with. Alright, we can Citadel the Stalin. And bomb the Yamato. Maybe the Stalin too. Triple DD is a bitch. But at least we've got the DD on our team this time. Holland made a pretty big mistake going after the Marceau. I don't know. I mean, for all I know, the Holland went up to spot and the Marceau just ran his ass down, took the damage. Like, it could have just been a calculated play. I didn't see it. Because that was needed on both ends of the map. So, if it was like... Yeah, I don't know. For what it's worth, once the Holland fell, I mean, our battleship and our... Jesus fuck, man. See, like, this bullshit. This bullshit right here. It's like, are you really serious with this? Well, these will shoot each other. Then I can continue to harass this guy. You have interceptor? Oh, I do. Okay, cool. Well, I know that. He's gonna go after the Shima, which is sadness, but I mean, there's nothing I can do about that. There's a Nevsky that hopefully can help. Shima might use smoke. It's possible. It's just unlikely. Okay, Petro, so Stalin's over here then? There's the Stalin. How long on this? Pretty soon it goes down. Unless this dude has a consumable? Nah, he doesn't. Okay. So there's going to be a DD in there that I can't see. We're going to go in on the Stalingrad. Which I think I can skirt this corner.
Approaching target.
Could have been better. We do get to know what's over here. So what was on the other side? Daring's over here. Alright. Shimakaze will get assistance from the Nevsky. Unless he keeps running the fuck away. Don't really want to strike into Holland on top of a Smolensk. But I don't know if I have lines on any of that stuff. All those planes are dead. Stalin's going to turn out.
Reporting the position of a strategic target.
There's the Smolensk. Good to see you. How you doing, bro? Peel away from the Holland? Yeah. Spotted by the Smolensk now. I don't know if his radar's still up. I'm gonna respot the Smolensk real quick. Just for data. Cut him inward. Over here, see if we can do anything about this. Bombs are like all over these guys. One of y'all use the smoke screen? For fuck's sake, please. Late. We do have interceptor, so it will cover these guys into the future, but would have been nice if this was done earlier. Up the engine boost, try to get on the Petro. I think I have to aim for the front guns. Or is it the back guns? Never remember.
All stations, reporting the position of a good game, everyone.
Cool. He's getting good hits in. Spotted. This is just silly.
Concentrate fire on the designated target.
Give him the idea of where the fuck where his opponent is. He probably torps us, that's okay. That stops the torp line. And this will finalize the kill. Smalling goes down to the gearing. Petro's a problem. Did I not lead enough? Did not. Daring is in smoke. Too high.
Fighter airborne.
Dive the fighter, it'll be okay. It's looking for the gearing. This dude's pretty relentless. Where are you going?
Protect that area.
Yeah, right.
Affirmative.
It's taking shots at us, which is good.
Fighter airborne.
This guy is super scared. I mean, I'm glad he's given the respect, but like, still awkward. I don't think we reset this. We don't. It's too bad. We can bomb the Yamato though. We're almost out of planes. Oh, good. Resets. Fuck yes. Go, boy. A little late on this. He's burned a lot of bombers, I think. Work on the Yamato. I don't know where the fuck the Daring is. Do I have to bomb the Petro? I have to bomb the Petro. No, I'm gonna bomb the Yamato. Petro's just too hard to deal with. He's gonna be fine against the Holland. Holland is fucked. Nevsky keeps resetting the Petro. Nevsky's played well enough. Rocket the Petro.
Fighter airborne.
Yeah, he kills. Still don't know where the Daring is.
Fighter
We
destroyed.
do have a screen, which is cool. 1, 2, 3 on planes. Can't stop him from hitting the Monty. Monty will be okay. There's the Daring. Not dead yet. Sink below.
Our victory is in sight.
God, I wish I still had last gasp, son of a bitch. At least we caught a Citadel for what it's worth. Nevsky's winning the trades. We'll be able to radar the Daring. Monty's fine. I don't quite understand that. Oh, okay. Should use bombers for the Yamato. This dude's super fucked. Eventually. Okay, Gary's working in the Yam. We're working the Petro. Bombs for the Yam. Daring's a problem.
Teammate, I need your support.
We've destroyed an enemy cruiser. Our team has taken the lead.
Okay. Do 10,000 damage to a Yamato. You can screen off a Daring. Come on, bruh. Well, I guess we have to work on the Daring. Alright. But if we get the Yamato down, all the better. 2. It's gonna give a fighter again. I don't think I get there in time. No, he's dead. Take the rockets for the daring. 6 seconds, don't get there in time. Back to 6. Yeah, so like you already know he's just gonna take over the flank. So many destroyers. One, two, three. If this gets up to 6, they go. I think our midway opponent got swooshed off into the arms of another CV. How are y'all doing out there in Chatland? Struggle bus today? DDs are suffering. Enjoying a stormy day? Sometimes Sound of Rain's pretty nice. It's a lot of battleships. Could play the Midway. I do enjoy the Richthofen. Granted, the bombs are not accurate, but this patch they seem to be not as shitty as other patches, so, you know. What CV is best for tier 8 ranked? Whatever CV you're the best in, Zo. It sounds kind of stupid, but it's true. It's whatever CV you are the best in. There's no magic CV that just auto wins. There isn't. The Enterprise and the Shikaku have rockets that are very good at dealing with destroyers. Shikaku in general is a pretty strong carrier. Lexington's a pretty strong carrier. Enterprise is a strong but flawed carrier. But really what it comes down to is whatever you are going to land the most hits in, be the most impactful, do the best. There's not like... Because skills aren't always transferable from one CV to the other. So for instance, if you play a lot of US CVs and then you hop into a Japanese carrier, it can feel really awkward because of the lack of mobility in the different tool set. So you just kind of have to use what you got. So for you, that's Shikaku then. Shikaku's a strong carrier. If you're good in the Shikaku, you'll do good things. The only carriers that are considered weak are the Graf Zeppelin. And it's not because she's bad, it's because her tool set is limited. And the Implacable, which again, it's not because she's bad, but her alpha is limited. And it can be tough trying to keep pace with other CVs that can alpha harder than you, even though they'll run out of stuff faster than you will. Or at least they can. Feeling better today? Less tired. Yesterday I felt very tired. So I have I learned this a long time ago. There's if I take energy drinks, 5-hour energy, whatever, you know. There was somebody that told me once, or somewhere that I read, you know, there are some people that are like, if you measure your energy level in spoons, there are going to be some people that have like 5 spoonfuls of energy day after day after day after day. And then you got some people that have like 3 spoonfuls of energy. And that being said, you know, they can draw on what they've got and kind of kick it up and get that 4th spoon in there, maybe get that 5th spoon in there. But the spoons have to come from somewhere. So if I drink an energy drink, it's kind of like I'm robbing tomorrow to help today. And last week was rough. I started to have some energy drinks to try to get through it. And, well, because you use an energy drink on this day, so the next day you're low, so then you have another energy drink, which means the next day is low, and you kind of keep pushing it off into the future. Well, that future was basically this weekend and Monday. So, you know, playing catch up. Also, I slept better last night. Is there any way to join the CC program or the Super Tester thing? Super Tester stuff, they put out applications every like 3 months or something. You need to watch the North American forums for that. Community contributor stuff, stream and have an audience, make YouTube videos and have an audience. You know, if you're affecting the community in a good, positive way, then you can apply for the community contributor, and it's up to them if they want to accept you. Energy drinks aren't really healthy at all. Well, you don't really take energy drinks for health reasons. You take energy drinks to get shit done. So that's what I did. You know, I took it so that I had enough energy or liquid give a shit to do some jobs. So that's what I did. But yesterday I was just really tired. And for the last 2 to 3 weeks, when I go to sleep, my back would like clench up. It would kind of knot up or something, which was weird. So I didn't know, like, is it the mattress that's gotten bad? Is it, you know, I don't know what's going on here. I saw a chiropractor, you know, they knocked some shit around and it didn't fix it. And I had a conversation, I talked to my boss, I told him about it because he's a real fitness health person, whatever. And he's like, oh, your core is getting weak. So as you go to sleep, you know, your core relaxes and stuff starts to want to move on its own. You need to strengthen your core. Okay, sounds legit. So I started kind of like doing isometric exercises with my core. Basically just locking all the muscles down like you're trying to brace for a punch. And holding it for 30 seconds or a minute. And that helped. Yesterday, my sleep was much better than days prior. I didn't wake up in pain. So hopefully, you know, I'll sleep and it'll bring me back to where I need to be. Thank you very much for the Prime, Rabican. And yeehaw on the 2 months.
General quarters.
Really enjoying the content. Keep up quite a flurry of videos on YouTube. You've been really helping my clan and I improve. Well, good. Yeah, I had somebody actually, they sent me a message and said like, dude, I can't deal with all the uploads you do. Like I'm sick of all these notifications or whatever, so he had to leave or unsubscribe, which was cool. So I did actually think that was kind of funny. We might catch him. I don't think we do, but we might. We did. We just caught him. Yep. So he will recall. Kind of looking for the Des Moines. Or the Daring. Go on the Daring. Try to catch this dude at an angle. Not going to give us the angle. So we catch him with some overpens instead. It's fine. 5.8, the AA stops. Be really nice to go in on the Des Moines, but I can't. Good news is the Shima is going to, oh, good. Well, I'm just going to try to strike the Daring one more time. Or do I try to strike the Des Moines? Try to strike the Des Moines. Nope, can't strike the Des Moines. That'll get terrible damage. And some resets. Well, I mean, if he's going to keep his AA off again, then I'll get another reset. I'm cool for that. There we go.
I need intelligence data.
Still want to rocket the Des Moines.
Acknowledged.
No, they don't only give super test status to Unicums. They give super test status to people that apply. If they give it to only Unicums, then they only get what it's like for Unicum players to play test ships. So they do actually spread it around because they want to have a variety of information. So, you know, the next time that you have a chance... God, stop whining, bud. So the next time you have a chance to apply, you should. Petro, Holland, Shima. Might be able to make a play on the Des Moines. Maybe. I don't think you should expect, you know, like a quick response there, Nippon Steel. I mean, I don't know how many thousands of people apply for this shit. But they're not going to give it away to thousands upon thousands of people. Testing is, I mean, it's a thing that people have to do, but you only have so many slots. Oh, I can go in on this.
Fighter airborne reporting the target position. All stations, concentrate fire on the target. All stations.
Breaching fighters, shot and bail. Okay. Should get our planes up before the fighters come in. We do.
Off to a great start.
These guys playing so scared. It's a little confusing. Hey, you.
Teammate, I need your support.
Get the Daring. Hell, what are you scared of? Whatever. Very strange. There's the Daring. You can kill him now.
All stations, reporting the position of a strategic target.
Do I have to keep this dude lit? I guess I do, because he's smoking or something. Come on.
Fighter destroyed.
Here we go. Bruh, you better be ready for this. This is your life's journey over here, dude. Come on. Shoot your guns. Okay, he's shot, so we don't have to worry about this. He'll get gunned down by the Shima / Austin. Go over and work on stuff over here.
Protect that target.
Those look decent. No, too bad. Holland's a problem. Yeah, I really don't want to play with this. These guys move forward and take Charlie, which is cool. As long as plays don't happen over there, it'll be fine. Suppose he might try to strike the Smolensk or something. We'll work on the Montana. Significant detour because of that, but... Could rocket the Yoshino. Not over an island, though. Yoshino's turning out to help. Let me show you my side. Two citadels. Think they get it because of their clan? So there's two different types of testers. There's super testers and then there's clan super testers. Clan super test is basically a clan that has joined the program and has people within the clan that help to regulate members and do stuff. That's a clan super test.
Forces, provide cover for that target.
Then you have, he doesn't know we're here, so we're not getting owned by AA.
Airborne.
It's nice. This is problematic. Just gonna get out before all the planes get vaporized. I mean, if we strike a DD, we want an angle, but I mean, I was expecting him to keep reversing. Smolin probably trades out with the Holland, but the Shimakaze will still be up. That being said, Shima is scary.
Team is taking the lead.
Does he eat a torp? He
Concentrate
does.
fire on the designated target.
Oh good, the Yamato's gonna run down the Shima. Okay, you do that. Strike the Petro.
Victory is in sight.
Or do we?
Attention. Reporting the target position.
I guess I just have to keep working on this. These torps, maybe? It's fine. Rocket the Petro.
Our victory is
As
in
long as
sight.
Yamato doesn't just like walk into a bunch of torps, he'll be okay. We have triple cap here. To clan super test, the whole clan must no. I don't have the answers to all this stuff, so please don't assume that I do, but like for instance, the KSC clan is part of the clan super test, whatever the hell. What it is, why it is, I don't know. I don't have the specifics, but I mean, as a member of the KS clans, you know, we have a representative, I guess, that you can talk to try to
Destroyed an enemy cruiser.
say, hey, I'm interested in becoming a tester, and whenever the next round of doing the shit is, you know, you can hopefully get in and do the stuff on behalf of the clan. And then there's just basic testers that they just test. The community contributors have access to test ships so that they can make content. You know, you can experience the ship before it comes out, so you could make a video about it. You could have some experiences, so you could talk about it when it gets released. You know, it gives you some information, gives you a heads up so that you can get the word out. Because, I mean, ultimately, Wargaming is selling a product. So the more people that are able to help get the word out about the product, the better. That being said, some people fucking hate the new ships, or hate this, or hate that, or hate new mechanic, or hate whatever. So some CCs, community contributors, will dumpster the ever-living fuck out of a new ship. So it's not just like it's a free pass to awesome sauce with all sorts of sales and stuff. Community contributors are more than welcome to shit on anything that they really want to shit on, but the only requirement as far as the community contributor stuff is concerned is, if you're gonna say that you dislike something, you need to dislike it. Don't lie for clicks. Don't be a dick just to get paid. "9 months, here's to 10. Thank you very much, Wirespeed. Damn. 9 months. It has been an adventure. I guess we just drop some of these just to get them out. Keep them spotted for a bit. Daka Daka. Oh, there we go. I'm not gonna ask people in the clan how this testing thing works or that testing thing works. I'm not interested. It's not my gig. It's not my program to talk about or pimp or whatever. You know, if you want to join the testing initiative, there's a way that you can sign up on the forum. North American Forum asks for, hey, we need testers. You can sign up. If you join a clan that has a clan testing thingy, you can talk to them about it. So that's, yeah, best thing is going to be like, if you want information on the super test stuff, maybe you could send a message to Hoppa Fodder or send a message to one of the community people on the forums, and they could probably get you that information, because I don't know. Triple battleship. That's quite scary. Yoshino Summers Smallland. Marceau is pretty kickin'. Shima kind of cancels with the Summers.
Battle starts.
That's wide.
Fighter airborne.
Does allow him a way in though, which is kind of nice.
Fighter airborne.
Very little committed over to this side. Nice stuff there. Pump the heals for cutting in. Should go dark, well, AA dark at 6 clicks, which we do. However, there's the Smallland. Wow, holy shit. How extremely YOLO is that?
All stations requesting fire on the designated target.
Marceau's AA is not a joke.
Fighter airborne.
It's a lot of over pens. I need pens, not over pens. Some pens.
Negative.
Summers is turning out. Two angled? Yeah, two angled. Try to work on the Kremlin. Hopefully it goes okay. This'll be alright if they work together. Marceau is off in no man's land, which is kind of sad times. If we can work on the Kremlin, that'll be useful. Ohio is certainly scary. Too early on the engine boost.
Air stations. Reporting the position of a strike.
More of that, please. Where are you going, dude? It's looking pretty YOLO, friend. Good hits on the Kremlin. Shima's got stars in his eyes. Des Moines dead. Traded for what it's worth. But that's still pretty derp. Single Citadel. Small V Marceau is scary, especially with the Yoshino up his ass. Shima kills the Kremlin. Question is if he kills the Ohio. Oh, fucking please. Come on. Please kill the Ohio. Please kill the Ohio. Need 2 citadels. Might be. Ha! You serious? I think the planes got triggered, so we can go back in on that. I need to start moving up.
I need intelligence data.
The fighter did not get taken out? Please? Are you serious with this? Jesus. Still a repub in a Yoshino and a Smolensk. Marceau is dealing okay. Thunder's getting off the one line or getting off the edge of the map. Gets refightered.
All stations, concentrate fire on the target.
Goes in on the Yam.
Fighter airborne.
Good. Look for the Yoshino or the Smolensk. Can refighter this. It's a bad fighter because he's gonna outrun it.
Fighter airborne.
But we might latch prior to the shoot. No. Shit. It's a waste. Should have just held it. We can go on the Yoshino though.
Provide anti-aircraft fire support.
Shut up. Not now, dude. Not today. Too low? Worked out. Probably with 2 planes.
Anti-aircraft fire support.
God, this whiny dude. I put myself in the middle of everybody. Why aren't you protecting me? I realize you moved up. I'm glad you moved up. I'm also moving up. Could have just slow your roll a little bit. Instead of getting dunked in 7 different directions. This was certainly an option you had.
Fighter airborne.
We can't do anything about this. We should really be on the whatever the fuck it is. Republic. It's fine.
All stations, requesting fire on the designated target.
Torpedoes, direct front.
Dead.
Teammate, I need your support.
Fighter airborne.
Teammate, I need your support.
Don't have it. fucked by the Smollend. Much joy and happiness here. Please, dude, get the fuck in here. Son of a bitch. Cool. Please, dude.
Teammate, I need your support.
Concentrate fire on the enemy warship. Concentrate fire on the designated target. Fighter airborne.
Oh my god. Turn.
Assault, sir.
Like, you are a Marceau. Please act
Fighter
like it.
airborne.
Go in. Oh, Jesus Christ. Jesus, no. Forward and turn. Forward and turn. Autopilot pretends that, like, there's an area around the island that's actually more island. So it just assumes this is like, you can't go here. Which is why it's trying to do weird parallel turns and parking and silliness. No. You understand me? No.
Fighter returning to ship.
Now run. Run from what? No. Fuck running. I have to go after the Republic. Montana okay? No. Montana goes down. That sucks.
Fighter airborne.
Can I do anything against the Repub? This is a legit question.
Fighter airborne.
Plus side is, we're gonna have a lot of points coming to us. Bad side is, I don't know if I can kill the Repub. Two fighters left. Just fucking stay with me, dude. Need citadels, damn it.
Fighter airborne.
Our team depends upon you. Enemy battleship foundered.
24 to 55. Strikes into the rockets.
Fighter airborne. Hull breach. We're taking on water quickly.
Victory is in sight.
I don't have any more planes. Fighters, rather. Those latch. Drags it back to the hull. Still loses planes, which is good. I think I have to manually control this shit again.
Problem solved, sir.
I mean, we had more health than he had, so we're already like in the
Battle ends in 5 minutes.
in the lead on the health race. So should be dead.
We've sunk an enemy aircraft carrier.
It's if you look at the armor, you could pen down here, 150. You could pen into that, but I mean, you can also pen into this, the 21 mil. So I tend to aim a little higher as opposed to aiming at the belt line, because if you aim at the belt line on like battleships and stuff, or something with a particularly heavy belt line, the AP rockets may not pen, so you aim a little higher. You're not trying to aim on the deck, because you'll just skip off the deck. You're trying to aim here, you know, between the deck and the belt. Do the Kermit voice? Hey, wow, Star-Lord. What's up? After watching Hakuryu and MVR, Midway seems so consistent. Well, that is one of its virtues. Midway is very consistent. When you aim for the middle portion, it all overpens. You're talking about a cruiser. So the cruisers have very little... Cruisers have thick belt armor to protect the citadel, and then very light armor up top, and then a deck. If you shoot above the belt, it's just going to rip through the cruiser, because there's not enough armor there to really bite into. On a battleship, this is extremely thick. It's not like 100 millimeters, it's like 350 millimeters. It's 3.5 times thicker. So this is too thick. On the waterline, you go above it, this part up here is probably like 50 or 60 or 70 millimeters. So this you can arm and hit in. So when firing on a CV, if it was the Midway, if it was an Audacious or something, you could aim for the belt. That's fine. Because they're going to have some protection, but they're going to have like cruiser levels of protection. It just happens to be a big ship, but it doesn't have a lot of armor. The reason I aimed high on the MVR is because the German battleships, German cruisers, German carriers, they're all armored. So I didn't remember off the top of my head what the MVR's armor scheme was, and I didn't want to shatter. I wanted to hit. I think I can do a Kermit voice. Hey, Nippon. No, that's more like Yoda. What's something Kermit says? It's not easy being green. It's not easy being green. Something like that. Hey, Bert. There we go. That's right. Hey, Bert. I need AA support. I need anti-aircraft fire support. Help. Help. Fire. Help. Need anti-aircraft fire support. Help me, Bert. Help. sure you could do a Kermit for all the classes in the game.
Requesting fire support.
Damage con.
Bert, get the fire. Bert, there's a fire.
Something like that, I don't remember. Again, against the Richthofen, Des Moines is going to be the best target. We can Citadel of Venezia, but they're very maneuverable. Stalingrad's a good target too. Shimakaze, Holland. We have a Salem, Henry Nevsky, so those are all an issue. You pay money for a captain voice like that? Good to know. Rockets have to go all the way around if they want to fuck with the Salem. That being said, they could mess with the Henry. Which could be an issue, but the Henry is so far back he can maneuver.
All forces, provide cover for that target.
Repel air attack.
Hey dude, rocket planes. Rocket planes coming for you, sir. Please care about this. No, buddy. How much health does he lose? Wham, okay. It could have been worse. Too low. Although, I guess that worked out. It's all citadels.
Oops, all citadels.
Might end up going into the smoke. Better than the Godzilla event. I heard, like, all it is just there's, like, this roar or something. Roar! Roar! Godzilla roar, you know? Or, you know, whatever crazy Godzilla roar sound it is. I don't know what the Kong noise would be like. Well, the other thing with the Monkey versus Lizard event is, didn't the movie come out like a month and a half ago or something? Isn't it been out for a while? Because it feels like it was put out a while ago. I don't know where the Des Moines is. He's in smoke. Well, that's obviously a problem, but...
Support the allied target. Concentrate fire on the designated target.
Yeah, $70. It's, kinda ritzy.
All stations, concentrate fire on the target.
That might be good. That was good. Okay, so we're working on the Des Moines. Working on the car wash. Oh, Salem's gonna get fucked.
All stations.
Get back. Attack enemy aircraft.
Salem's gonna get super extremely dunked if this dude comes in on that. And he's not. He's wasting time on the Marceau. Thank God. So that'll block the approach line on the Salem. It's not gonna do any damage to a Marceau. Get a reset. Yeah, nothing. So nothing happened there, but that'll at least give the Salem some cover. I do wish we had the improved enhanced reactions where they lasted longer.
Attention, reporting the target position.
Let's try to save our engine boost for the Des Moines. It would also be nice if the Henry was committing.
Attention, reporting the target position.
He's hard turning. There. Yeah, I'm basically out. So I burned all my rocket planes to the Des Moines. Henry is now turned in, which is good. Hopefully these two will make plays here. God, do I really have to kill this? Daring's running away too? Come on, guys, get the hell in there.
Capture that area.
Bruh.
All stations, request
Affirmative.
Whatever, fine, I'll do this and then we can try to make something happen over here. Cause like, I've spent 50,000 damage on this crap. Y'all keep moving to kite, like, stop wasting time. This stuff is falling, dude. Heal.
Concentrate fire on the enemy warship.
Might get one. Oh, actually might get two. We got lucky with that dispersion. That's a kill.
Enemy cruiser sunk.
Get in the cap. Now. I'd overturn into these torps, which would be cool. He does not. Alright, so now that you guys can feel safe and comfortable,
Taking the lead.
that you can move over and you can confidently assert your thoughts on this cap now that I have killed the damn Des Moines for you, get in the cap. Like, does anyone know if the patch is coming this week? I think it comes soon, but I don't know when. Yeah, this is a problem.
Get back. Repel air attack.
Try and get that down. It's a little late though, but it might work. It might save him.
Airborne.
Maybe. We're gonna linger because he's gonna go for this. He doesn't. Awesome. No. He's going for it. He's committed. There we go. Latches. Immediately catches him while he's slingshotting, shoots down his planes. Because he's still got to recover to even re-aim, and that's not going to happen. So we're going to get another fighter down here. He has to go over on the Nevsky, but I'm not letting him take the Salem. The answer is no. Torps are probably for the Ohio.
Provide anti-aircraft fire support.
You got 67,000 health. I think you're okay. Go in on the Kremlin. I got faith in you, bruh. You have to save the heal for when the fighter latches, which will be as we're dropping. There we go, fighter latched. Alright, so we started to listen to the shooting animation, the Daka Daka Daka. So hopefully it Daka Daka's out while the heal was still running, which it does. So we healed through the fighters.
reporting a target position.
Our victory is in sight.
One. The first time it was so much better. Ooh, baby, a triple! Yeah. You've never used patrol fighters? Well, you should. A lot of people don't have faith in them, but they got buffed with the commander rework. There are talents that make them better. As well, the traveling speed got better.
Obliged.
So, it's definitely something you need to pay attention to. This might hurt. But Nevsky plus Ohio plus Salem. We lost 6 just coming in. Lost even more on the way out, so.
Fighter airborne.
You have a heal for when the fighters latch. Maybe. Or are they not gonna latch? Joke's on you. They didn't latch. Pop the heal. Just, there we go. Just keep them kind of lit for a little while. And 5 seconds.
Fighter destroyed.
Are you jealous, Bonnie, or are you sad that CVs exist? We will complain about anything that interrupts the stale island camping meta that's glorified in COTS. So COTS isn't about camping islands. COTS is about if you play chess, the first 5 moves, 10 moves, 15 moves, I'm not a chess master. So please don't, think like, bruh, I'm a grandmaster in chess and you are completely fucking wrong. I'm using this as an example. The first 5 or 10 moves are kind of establishment moves. You're getting pieces, you've moved your pawns up in this section. You've opened up this area so that you have something that maybe you can attack into. You've built up a lot of pressure on this side, whatever. The first 5, 10, 15 moves are establishing your position while the enemy is establishing their position. There are some openings in chess that can happen so fucking quick, it's like 2 or 3 moves and congratulations, you've already lost. But in general, the first amount of whatever is going to be establishing. So you move your ships out, you've decided we're going to devote 2 ships to A, 2 ships to B, 3 ships to Charlie, because you have like 7 ships. Really, you have 9, I guess. So in that case, it would be 5 ships to Charlie. You're establishing the board. You're establishing what you're trying to do on the board. And then in the course of that, the enemy is also doing the same. And then theoretically, by the time you've found your spots, you guys are going to start seeing each other. You guys are going to start trading blows. And then if your position is superior to their position, then you'll be winning the attrition trade. You'll be dealing more damage to them than they deal to you, which puts them on the back foot. They're going to need to pull back or move or adjust or alter or something so that they can regain some kind of parity and try to pull back and cause attrition back the other way. Now, there are people that say that CVs completely fuck this up. Oh man, CVs they break the laws of everything. I don't agree with this. But there are people that they've decided, they want to play it how they want to play it. Props to you. Do what you do. But it's not about sitting on an island camping forever. It's about holding a position on the board and all that entails, the pressure that entails. It could be that your pressure is in the form of having a radar for a cap, so a DD can't really do anything while you're there. Your pressure could be somebody can't move from this gap to this gap. They can't slip between 2 islands to reposition because you're already there. Shit like this. And that pressure builds up over time, and it's the pressure that tends to cause things to crack. That's when stuff starts happening. So you can look at it as like, it's just this giant campathon or whatever, but it's really not. It's a game about pressure and it's about attrition. Sometimes RNG rolls your way. Torps that you threw happen to land. Oh, wow, that was a big exchange of damage. And then suddenly that position just can't be held anymore. It's not viable anymore. Sometimes the Yamato takes some shots and they shouldn't have mattered, but holy shit, they did. And then suddenly, oh, fuck, how do we deal with this now? Because RNG just completely screwed us. It's more than just,
I just sit here and I shoot the enemy and yep.
So it's incorrect to look at it like that, because that's just not how it is. I'm gonna work on the Kremlin, I think.
Proceed to capture that area.
So, not being able to deal with the Holland is a problem. So I don't know where the fuck he is. I assume he's over here. We just got lit somewhere on this line. So we're over-resourced over here. We have 4 against 3. We don't have a way in. Oh.
Teammate, I need your support.
Pop the heel as we enter into the AA of both of them. go back in on that. Can we rocket something? Not really. I read this idea or concept for CV that when you take off with your planes, the HP gets decreased from your actual ship, so when all your planes die, your ship dies. Well, here's the thing. Planes are like turrets. If your turrets break, your hull is there. You can try to ram somebody. You could sit yourself in a cap and take the cap or whatever. But I mean, you are functionally removed from the game because you don't have the ability to shoot and impact things. CVs have a similar situation. Once your planes are dead, you are functionally impaired. You don't have the ability to attack anything. But planes regen. They do. That's true. You just keep a few planes in reserve rather than running yourself completely out, then yeah, you still have something. Still have something to do something with. Wow, really? Fuck already? But in CV terms, in order to have threat, you have to have a lot of planes. You can't just roll in with one. Okay, Holland's getting hurt real bad. Holland gets out. Smolin turns here. Smolin's AA isn't on. You are turning, right? It's not turning. It's probably going to turn now, though, right? Is he just going to go forward a bunch? Okay. He doesn't even know I'm here. He's just getting hurt a lot and he doesn't know why. Well, he knows because people are shooting at him. I mean, fuck, if he's busy, I don't want to let him know. Should the AA also regenerate when healed? I mean, they could do it. I think that'd be fine.
Do not let the enemy take the area. All stations defend that area. Do not let the enemy take the area.
Where are you running to? Whatever. Whatever. Well, at least they turned around, which is good. Who knows what happens with that? I don't know who this is, but I'm good. Suppose we bomb this. Holland doesn't have a lot of health, so the Smollend wins that, which is unfortunate. He learned where his AA is. One citadel is not enough citadels. Fucking please. 2 and he's not dead. God damn it.
All forces, capture that area. Capture that area. All stations, proceed to capture that area.
Whatever. Fuck it. I mean, he's trying for what it's worth, which is cool, but... Let's spot the Smollend briefly. GK is going to be an issue. He might clock us pretty hard. There's the small end. We get torps in this guy, he's dead. His engine's broken. Repaired, pulls forward.
Enemy cruiser sunk.
Run! Run!
From what? Run! Run! You're gonna die! From what? He's not moving. He's not moving. Nobody's pushing. Run! Okay. Another way to kill the Smalland. This is the unkillable asshole. He's just gonna run around defending his dude. Okay, useful. More of that, please. Whatever, y'all are talking about stuff I have no idea. Could get dunked by the Kerr first. This is where I wish I had secondary build. And I'm out of planes, so whatever. I'm target practice at this point. Where the fuck are you going? Where the fuck are you going? Oh, buddy. Yes. Smallland might have his AA on. Nope. Oh, he does. Of course, this isn't gonna do anything. Let's try to get some side armor involved. Maybe we can secondary this douche. Oh yes, CV, definitely. Let's show him all the side. All the side, CV. All of it. Please. Oh, buddy. Secondaries. Get the fucking Smalland. Get the fucking Smalland secondaries. Shoots again pretty soon.
Problem solved, sir.
Still alive for what it's worth. Just hard turn here. Be happy.
The ship is on fire.
Who knows what he's
Ship is
doing?
on fire.
This ship is on fire. This ship is on fire. Is he burnt out, maybe? Maybe. Run! Run, says the car first. Run! Dead.
The enemy is about to win.
Oh, now he's dead. Run! Get out, CV! Run while you can! Leave! You can make it! I explain autopilot mechanics? I think I have something for that. I do. Well, there's something that's autopilot related. Let's I probably hit this basically. How does pilot and capitalize the H? Cool. How does autopilot work? So on the map, you're gonna have a few different features, and we'll just paint some silliness. There's an island, here's an island, everywhere an island, whatever. Cool. So there's stuff. So how does autopilot work? Your CV is going to go to a direction which you select. So you might say, CV, I want you to go here. And it's going to think, okay, no. It's going to project off into the future and come here. And you'll get to see, you know, this is kind of the turning of the rudder and then whatever. Once it gets here, it doesn't stop. It stops. It cuts the engine to 0. So it goes no engine, no rudder, which means it's going to continue to coast for a little bit. And it'll end up being here. If it was turning when it stopped, it'll continue to coast a little bit while turning as the rudder straightens out. So you might select here thinking, oh, good, my CV will just be in this position. But it may be turning and continue. It may be turning and drift forward, etc. Furthermore, the autopilot is trained to believe that there's a magic border that's going to exist around the outside as well as islands. So this magic border is considered as though it is an additional piece of island to avoid the autopilot beaching itself. So by having this buffer zone, it's unlikely that the autopilot is going to ram into an island, which means it tries to have some room to work with when recalculating. But what this means is if your CV is right here and you tell your CV to go here, it's not necessarily smart enough to navigate through. If we actually pull the CV back a little bit, we put the CV here, and you put your, okay, I want to go here, CV. Realistically, you'd think, okay, this will be fine, but you can see it's going to skirt the edge of the imaginary island. So what's going to happen instead is the CV is going to go forward, and then it's going to like parallel park. So it's going to start backing up, and then it's going to start moving forward in this direction so that it can go in that way, because it's trying to avoid the imaginary scary land of potential fake island thing. So the two big things to remember are it's going to go to a place, but it's not going to stop there. It's going to continue to move depending on how it was last set. And two, it's going to navigate assuming there's an invisible border that it has to somehow get through. So if this invisible border ends up being very small, you know, it's this little whatever, then you could pilot your ship here, and then suddenly this is in full-on panic mode. It's trying to reverse and come this way, but then it's scared of being here, so it's moving, like, it goes into just mental lockdown because it doesn't know how to understand that. And obviously, if you go to a border, it can do the same thing, where it just completely panics, and it doesn't know how to turn, and it starts parallel parking and all sorts of silliness. Do I think it's really that hard to repair autopilot? Well, I'll ask you this question. Do you know what recursion means? I'm gonna stop this. So this is not a deep concept, or this is not a good understanding of what is recursion. So recursion is this idea that if you make a game and your game has all sorts of little squares in it, so you start off here, ta-da, you start off here. Well, this is the exit. So how do you get from here to there? And maybe there's like blocks and lines and things and stuff in the way, and there's all kinds of whatever. How do you get your dude from point A to point B? Well, first you try going up. Did that work? Great. Then you try going up. Did that work? Great. Then you try going up. Did that work? Great. Then you try going up. Did that work? Great. Try going up. Can't do that. Did you try going right? Did you try going right? And you go all the way until you block. And then did you try going down? Nope, can't go down. Did you try going left? Oh, that's where I came from. And then, so it's going to answer check mark, check mark, check mark, check mark, check mark, no, check mark, check mark, check mark, etc. It's going to go through all of this information, potentially hundreds or even thousands of times until it reaches not the answer. And then it's going to unravel all the way back up through all the check marks until it starts back at point A, and it's going to recalculate. One step to the right, go up, go up, go up, right, left, back, etc. It's going to run this hundreds or thousands and whatever amounts of time until not the answer also. And it unravels it. Basically, you're trying to create an equation that answers itself by just plugging numbers in over and over and over and over again and seeing how far it goes down until someday, eventually, this thing has figured out how to get through the exit, and bing, there you go. That's your AI pathing. How do you code that into a game so that it's intuitive? Of course this is where I want to go, says the computer that has no brain and is unable to think for itself. It's an extremely hard concept to wrap your head around, and when I was in school learning programming, I was basically told, if you understand what this is, congratulations, you're gonna make a lot of money. If you don't understand what this is, congratulations, you're like everybody else. So, to say, is it extremely easy to like just fix autopilot by giving it AI? The answer is no. And I mean, I'm sure there's other AI learning techniques, and there's neural networks, and there's all sorts of interesting computer magic bullshit, whatever. But I don't know it, so I can't tell you, oh, of course that'd be easy, because I have no idea. AI Pathing would like to have a word with you. Yeah, so that was a technique that was created back in probably the 90s to early 2000s. As far as neural networks and advanced AI and other stuff, I have no idea. They have all the data, the grid information. It isn't that hard to do. Well, congratulations, Virtual Freedom. You know what the hell you're talking about. I don't. So if in your head you think, bruh, I could redo this shit and make it work in a day, then I would suggest you create that code, you contact Wargaming, and you say, congratulations, you're gonna pay me a lot of money. And they'll look at your code, try it, and go, wow, we are, and then you will be hired. That's about as hard as it is to get hired in a gaming industry. We have a problem. Oh, you solved it? Well, shit. Now we don't have to solve it anymore. Fuck yeah, man. Welcome to the team. Like, it's pretty basic. It's just a bunch of dudes hanging out playing games. Well, making games. I mean, that's what it is. It's what it's all about. Can I explain how fighters work? Yes. I can link you videos that do. That I've already made, rather than going through and doing it all over again. It's fine.
Fighter airborne.
This dude's playing pretty slow. They pay you in dock stars and dock stage things for the next 15 events. That is possible. They could do it. Don't underestimate the power of in-game bribes.
Fighter destroyed. Fighter airborne.
See, I think there was something I did about fighters. Isn't there like a long form? No? Maybe fighter. Pretty sure I did. Yeah, okay. In-depth fighter consumable explanation. I can link you that video in a moment. It's a Summers. How you doing, Summers? What's up, bro?
Concentrate fire on the enemy warship.
This guy's AA is terrible. He's also not using priority sector because he'd be taking chunks out of our planes if he did. Gonna fighter us. Summers discovered he has a smoke key. Work on the Ohio, probably. This is a lot. Might be able to rocket the Minotaur. Swing over for this, maybe? Got a flood, that might stick. Be kind of cool. Take rockets for the Minotaur, see if we can get up to something there. Meanwhile, to the gentleman that needed fighters, that link that I just put in chat, that is an in-depth explanation of fighters, and I have additional information on the YouTube page, which regards fighters in more detail. I think we can cut there. Oh my god. Island fuckery. Might be good. Decent. We can try this again. We can deal with... Okay, good. Ohio is actually pretty hurt, which is cool. We could try to bomb the Thunderer. Thanks a lot. Yeah. Sure thing. Yeah, so the YouTube actually has a lot of lessons, and if you type in, you search for fighter, you're gonna come up with like 10 different lessons on fighter stuff. I could move forward to bait fire. Fighter takes a while to latch. These planes do get out. Bad line for the Des Moines. It's going for the Vampire. Vermont, buddy. Can you do anything from over there? You okay, sir?
All stations requesting fire on the designated target.
Fighter goes down soon. We'll get our health on the line. See if we can pull shots onto us. As someone who wants to get into a minnow, seeing one bullied like that pains you? Well, he wasn't in smoke. He was detected by Hydro, I think. So he maneuvered some, but he was in a pretty forward position. He didn't really have the ability to kind of keep himself safe. Just had to do what he could do. I don't know if I can do anything here. Maybe. Maybe? We can. One Citadel. You use interceptors. A lot of players in the game chat blast you for it, yet you're keeping their ships safe. Are interceptors just generally perceived as being bad? Yes, because the general player base believes that the fighter consumables don't do anything. There's nothing you can do to stop CVs. Planes are infinite. You know, they believe all these different things. So in general, people think, well, interceptors are bad because they don't spot. But if you're using your fighters to protect your ships, you're not placing your fighters in a way that they're able to spot. So it doesn't matter. This is just a bad drop. At least we got something out of it. Keep saying you need to spot destroyers with fighters. Well, what destroyers can you spot that are currently used? You could spot a Summers because its AA is terrible. You could spot a Shimikaze for a little bit because its AA is not great. But a Gearing is going to shoot down your fighters. A Daring is going to shoot down your fighters. A Holland, a Smollend, they're going to shoot down your fighters. Really? No Citadel there? That sucks. I mean, yes, it's a thing you can do, but just because you can do it doesn't mean it's super effective. And also, depending on where the enemy is, like if we fighter the Gearing, the Petropavlovsk is going to help kill the fighters. So the fighter will help spot the Gearing briefly, but it's not going to do that much. Better for like a surface ship to spot him than us dropping a fighter. Mostly the fighter is to try to help you, the CV, be able to see it and interact with it. Unless it's something extremely stealthy. Ooh, I might have underled that. But in general, it's just a perception that fighters are terrible and they don't do anything. So if you run Interceptor, well then you're just making them even worse or whatever. It's a misconception. It's a problem. Interceptor is used defensively. It increases your patrol range, which means you're going to have a larger protection circle. So if you run enhanced reactions, your fighters will be more responsive over a larger area. And it is not able to be baited off by patrol fighters, which means if you're fightering like a destroyer that's isolated, the enemy CV doesn't just get to drop fighters on the edge, pull those, and then go in and attack your destroyer. Like the Interceptor will stay. It cannot be dislodged unless the enemy players' planes get shot. Personally love Interceptors for every reason you just mentioned. They're good. There are some people that, you know, they'll look at fighter talents as, well, you're just wasting commander talent points, you're wasting this, you're wasting that. But if it helps you to do the job that you're trying to do, well, then it's useful. It's worth it. You're gaining something that you're using out of it. Like, what are the other talents? Plus 10% torpedo damage. That's cute. Cool. You run around, you do 60,000 torpedo damage. You gain 6,000 damage off of the torp talent. Fuck yeah. That's 6,000 damage. So you do 100,000 in torpedo damage. You gain 10. 10,000 is a lot of damage. That's a heal consumable on the average ship. Cool. But you doing an additional 10,000 damage versus having a fighter consumable operate in a way that can absolutely stop an FDR from killing your Montana with a 20,000 point drop. You get a little extra damage. You shut down an attack that could kill a ship. If you don't have this, you might not be able to shut down the attack that can kill a ship, but you did a little more damage. If, depending on your playstyle, having that little bit of extra damage could be the difference between winning or not, because you could just be that kind of carry. Your ability to rip into shit might be so powerful and so influential that you can turn matches that way. The average player, I would argue, is not that. The amount of people that are really successful striker-style carriers, I don't think is very high, which is why I play more of a supportive aspect, meaning I'm trying to attack things that are blocking my team or stopping my team or preventing my team from being able to do something that they need to do. So I tend to focus my attention there, because if I can unlock the potential of the surface ships to go do crazy cool shit, well, then theoretically I'm bringing more guns in line. You know, there's a concept in gaming called a force multiplier, which is if you got 3 dudes with guns and you got like a dude in armor that can take a bunch of damage, well, the 3 dudes in guns get to run around shooting people for as long as the guy in armor can take the damage. But once he goes down, then the guys with guns die really quick. So you might get, 30,000 damage because each of the gun dudes does 10,000 each before they die. Cool. Well, if you get rid of one gun dude and you add a healer, and the healer can keep healing the person with all the armor, then theoretically the gun dudes can just shoot stuff for potentially forever. So you go from a hard cap of 30,000 damage to going up to infinite damage. That's a force multiplier. So a CV is going to allow you to approach things from different angles and different ways, provide some kind of mechanic break where they can spot something that you can't spot, or they could attack something from an angle that it can't protect from, or whatever. And if you can unlock your team to move forward and to do things, to become engaged again, claiming cap points, moving forward, taking flanks, getting angles, I mean, the amount that it brings to your team is however many fold that your team takes advantage of it. So one CV runs around shooting shit. The other CV protects the teammates and gets the teammates to assist more and do more. Either A, you're adding 10 or 20,000 damage from you, or you're adding 10 or 20,000 damage from them, or potentially more. I mean, I tend to bank on it being more from the team on whole, but I mean, it could be whatever it is. What do I mean by striker? It's just a term that I use. There's support CV, which means supporting the team and getting the most use out of the team to go for the win. And then there's a striker, somebody that strikes over and over and over. They strike. They try to deal a lot of damage so that they can make things happen. So striker carrier versus support carrier. What are the 3 best CVs in the game? I don't really have an answer for that. It does depend on what you're talking about. In general, I don't think there's any CV that's so outlandishly amazing that it's just like it's the god carrier. I don't believe that. And Bonnie is just being stupid, so. So don't listen to Bonnie. He was just being stupid there. So a striker essentially is a dude who's doing a lot of damage. Yeah, basically. So like some people will play their destroyer to run around doing lots of damage. Some people will play their destroyer to spot for the team, to use torps to try to get people out into the open so the team can kill them. Like the support destroyer, kill destroyer. One's going for kills, one's going to make things happen so the team can make plays. It's just a different mindset, different result. What's the best CV for damage? At the moment, it would probably be a tie between the FDR and the by the way, thank you very much for the 2 months, Ajax. The FDR and the Immelman. So CVs are resource limited. Now you're gonna have people that tell you like, derp, planes are infinite, you never run out of planes. That's not true. You do. You trade planes, this amount of planes for X amount of damage, or this amount of planes for some play on the map. You might be torping something to try to make it turn so your team can shoot it or whatever. You're trading planes to do a thing. Well, every time you do a thing, you're losing planes. The FDR is so fearsome that people don't know what to do against it. And if people play where they just scatter to the wind, then the amount of planes that you lose compared to what you're doing, you can deal an extreme amount of damage. But that being said, if people don't play where they scatter to the wind, you're going to be held in check. You'll do damage, but you will be held in check. Then you've got the Immelmann, which is interesting in that it's like a siege carrier. So it chucks from long range. And because of that, it can avoid losing a lot of resources for the ability to deal damage. But it doesn't deal a lot of damage. It's more its consistent hit after hit after hit after hit that really builds up. So against an FDR, we need to bully that. It seems you can do both roles, damage and striking thing. How did I hone that? As far as striking, you just practice getting hits. You learn how to shoot. So like if you're going to become a marksman, you shoot at a target all day, over and over and over and over again. You hone your ability to use a scope and hit the target. Well, that's what I did with CVs. I honed my ability to shoot, and I still miss. I still fuck up the shots. But in terms of being a support, I know what I can do to attack, but I don't always find the thing that I can attack the most. I tend to look for the thing that I feel I have to attack to help the team the most. And I could be wrong, I make mistakes, but that's the goal. You want to get into CVs, you don't want to start on a bunk CV path. First thing is just learning how to play. Legit, that's all it is. Just learning how to play. So, learn how to fly the planes, learn how to shoot, learn how to interact with stuff. That's all it really is.
Let's give them a hard time. Fighter airborne.
That latches. So part of Interceptor makes the patrol even larger. So it's even more likely that it latches. Cool. So we got some spotting. We're going to come out with torp planes, because he's going to come out with torps or bombs and come this way. And we'll meet him in the middle. How long did it take me to get to tier 10? 3 to 4 weeks. I played a lot.
Attack enemy aircraft.
He gets to recall again.
Fighter airborne.
Interceptors aren't affected by the patrol fighter. So that tracks, kills planes. Daka Daka. And then the other actually tracks and kills more planes. So he just threw away a lot of torpedoes. So we took the cap before they did, which is cool. I did break something on the Petro. Not really excited about going back in, losing more planes, but we might get a flood or something stupid. It's out with the rocket planes again. So he's got rocket planes somewhere. I just don't know where the fuck they are. Here's his bombs.
Concentrate fire on the enemy warship.
Those will latch.
Fighter airborne.
I can't really bomb any of this.
Concentrate fire on the designated.
So he dropped patrol fighters, but Interceptor doesn't care about patrol fighters. It goes in and knifes down 7 planes. Daka Daka. That's a third of his bomb inventory. It only got 4 kills, but that doesn't mean that surface ships didn't get the last hit. FDR's coming out with rocket planes. God, that drop. So Moskva, do we get to go back in on this? Maybe. Daring's a problem. Shit. Oh, Citadels is
All
sadness.
stations reporting the position of a
Daring
strategic
kills the
target.
Haragumo with the pencil torps. His rocket planes don't have lines on anything. Could try to strike the Thunderers, but he'd have to do it from outside. Please don't die. I realize, oh my god, he missed. Okay. He might avoid this. He might not. We're gonna strike the Moskva.
Fighter airborne.
He's not avoiding it. It's about to latch, and it latches. Of course, we lose a lot of planes if we hung around because we just ate a lot of flak. Which is what we're gonna do. Should hurt. It hurt. Chunked him about a third. It's got bombs out. We could really fuck that up. These planes will be shot down by the Moskva. Notice they're not spotting the Moskva. Lost our Petro. This is not good.
Fighter airborne.
He loses 7 there.
Fighter destroyed.
Yeah, they latch a little late, which is sadness. Heel's extended, it's out to 8 seconds. Hard turning out, set up for the return strike. Bombs for the Thunderer. It's gonna hurt. Or not. I guess it missed. Work on the Thunderer. Try to protect the caps. This will generate a point lead, but right now this is really not contested at all. Which is pretty rough. I don't know what he's gonna rocket, to be fair. How hard is this dude gonna turn? Pretty hard, says the dude. It's fine. Keep turning. Back in. 2 overpens. We get another attack in on this. Just gotta keep turning. 2 citadels.
We've destroyed an enemy.
Concentrate fire on the enemy warship.
Daring helps. Shoot him with the thunder guns. You got this, bud. Pew pew. Do the thing. Now he's got a better Hydra than the Daring does, which is a problem. Especially when the Petro kills the Daring. But it's not much that can be done about that.
All stations, concentrate fire on the target.
That's not the vampire there, Thunder. Just saying. Whatever. We will get run down, which is okay. These guys should probably win, maybe. Why is he leaving his AA on? He gets murdered by the Roosevelt.
Fighter airborne.
So the Petro is the scariest thing on the map. I mean, the Moskva is as well, but he's off in the middle of nowhere. Maybe. Nothing. Stop running. Hold, please. Hold the line.
Requesting fire on the designated target.
Might be able to strike the vampire. Minotaur is probably dead.
Concentrate fire on the enemy warship.
Oh, that'll hit. 6 ricochets though, but
Problem solved, sir.
come on. We'll do this shit. Got some pens. Just stay on this. Please hit. Please get the kill. I don't think he does. I think those look off. Maybe. He did get a hit. I did see a little like flash or whatever. Do currently win on a solo cap. For what that's worth. Gonna have to start working on the Conqueror.
Concentrate fire on the enemy warship.
Oh, we got so lucky. Please die. See, they're huddled together for support against an FDR.
Teammate, I need your support.
All stations, proceed to capture that area. Capture that area.
See if we can do something against the vampire. I don't know where he is. Well, I know where he is now. Crawling smoke, so cool.
We've sunk an enemy destroyer.
Done. All forces, capture that area.
These guys are working together, which is good. We trimmed off a whole bunch of planes, which is also good. We're angled, so we don't get Citadel wrecked. God damn it. Please, planes. Thank you.
Good show.
Our victory is in
Much
sight.
obliged. Fighter returning to ship. Attention, reporting the target position.
Well. All right, sorry. All right, there's a Petro. These guys are moving, which is nice. Nerd.
Fighter airborne.
She is, thanks.
I need intelligence data.
Hey. Can we turn in on this? I don't think we can. Oh. We saved it. Maybe? We got a thing. So who is this dude? Angry guy? Yeah. Just get rid of the angry guy. You were Russian bots, man. It's interesting how you knew exactly where I was. Well, I did just shoot you like about 4 seconds prior. I mean, just saying. 30 seconds, down to 18. Beep boop, comrade. Beep boop.